To maximize your body height potential, a steady supply of the essential nutrients for body growth is required. No wonder, according to the World Health Organization, malnutrition is the leading cause of stunted growth among humans. Hence, not eating enough or eating foods that lack growth-promoting nutrients stunts body growth and development. Your body requires both macro and micronutrients for normal body growth and development. Micronutrients are required in small amounts while macronutrients are required in relatively larger amounts. The micronutrients include vitamins and minerals while the macronutrients include proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Both micro and micronutrients can be obtained from the foods we consume every day, hence it's crucial to have a balanced diet and prioritize foods that are necessary for growth if your aim is to maximize your growth potential. Here are the top 5 nutrients that are necessary for body growth and the best food sources. The minerals include 1. Zinc. Zinc is a mineral that is present in the body in trace amounts, and the recommended daily consumption is just 8 mg for women and 11 mg for men. The body doesn't have an efficient storage system of zinc, hence it's crucial to consume foods rich in zinc on a daily basis to maintain a steady state. In human subjects, body growth and development is strictly dependent on zinc, and dietary zinc deficiency has been linked to impaired skeletal development and bone growth in both humans and animals. Zinc plays a role when it comes to hormonal mediation by participating in growth hormone synthesis and secretion, hence, zinc deficiency may limit growth in nutritionally deprived children. When research was conducted to assess the impact of zinc supplementation on growth among 79 Chilean male school children and adolescents with idiopathic short stature, it was established that 10 mg a day of zinc supplementation increases growth velocity over a 12-month period. The increase in growth velocity resulting from zinc supplementation was associated with increased plasma insulin-like growth factor 1 concentrations, hence, the growth-stimulating effect of zinc is most likely a result of changes in circulating insulin-like growth factor 1. Good news is, zinc can be obtained from a wide variety of foods, and the body needs just a limited amount to execute the functions that require zinc. Animal meats and products contain the highest amount of zinc. These include beef, pork, poultry meat and dairy. If you are vegetarian, some of the common fruit sources of zinc that you should regularly include in your diet include bananas, avocados, blackberries, figs, raspberries, dates, dried apricots, dried peaches, prunes, and guava. Some of the common vegetable sources of zinc include spinach, red cabbage, lemongrass, green peas, mushrooms, soybeans, broccoli, and lentils. Nuts and seeds like peanuts, pumpkin seeds, cashews, almonds and chia also contain a considerable amount of zinc. Oysters contain more zinc per serving than any other food, but if you regularly consume red meat, poultry, nuts, whole grain bread, beans, breakfast cereal, pork and seafood, such as crab and lobster, chances are high that you get enough zinc on a daily basis. The second crucial mineral for body growth is calcium. Calcium is the primary bone-forming mineral that has to be supplied by the diet. Calcium accumulation is substantially higher during the period of rapid growth in adolescence. Significant accumulation continues in young adults after the cessation of linear growth during the period of skeletal consolidation. Hence, adequate calcium intake during adolescence and young adulthood is required for optimal bone growth. The effect of calcium carbonate supplementation on bone growth and mineral accretion was studied in 143 boys aged 16 to 18 years. After 1 year of supplementing with 1,000 mg of calcium per day, a significant increase in height of the entire subject's body was observed. Hence, it's recommended that adolescents take at least 1,000 to 1,300 mg of calcium daily for optimal bone health. Low calcium intake during growth may lead to growth retardation and suboptimal peak bone mass. Eggshells are probably the best source of calcium, with approximately 38 mg of calcium per gram of an eggshell. The other good sources of calcium include dairy products such as milk and green leaf vegetables like broccoli and kale. Tinned fish like salmon and sardines with bones are also a good source of calcium. Every 100 grams of eggshells contain about 3,800 milligrams of calcium. Hence, you need just 30 grams of eggshells to meet a daily requirement of at least 1,000 milligrams of calcium. While 100 ml of whole milk contain up to 120 milligrams of calcium and 100 grams of yogurt contain about 130 milligrams of calcium. Other good food sources of calcium include collard greens, spinach, almonds and sesame seeds. The most important vitamins for body growth include 1. Vitamin D. The primary function of vitamin D is to optimize the absorption of calcium and phosphorus from the small intestine. Calcium and phosphorus promote normal calcification of the epiphyseal plate and osteoids on the bone surface. Without vitamin D, only 10 to 15% of dietary calcium and about 60% of phosphorus are absorbed. In humans, the most important forms of vitamin D are vitamin D2 and D3. Vitamin D2 is found naturally in sun-exposed mushrooms. Vitamin D3 is naturally obtained from the sun. The ultraviolet B rays in sunlight trigger the synthesis of vitamin D, and this is the body's principal vitamin D source because usually only small amounts are obtained from diet. For most European and North American cities, 9 to 16 minutes of midday sun exposure to 35% of the body 3 times a week is enough for the body to synthesize a sufficient amount of vitamin D. Midday is the best time to expose the body to the sun for vitamin D synthesis because at solar noon, sufficient amounts of ultraviolet B rays are available. It's the time when the sun is directly overhead. It's also the time when solar radiation takes the shortest path to the Earth's surface. Since vitamin D is fat-soluble, it can be stored in the body fat for a limited time until the reserves get depleted. Hence, you don't necessarily have to expose your skin to the sun every day. Vitamin D from sun exposure may last at least twice as long in the blood compared with vitamin D obtained from supplements or food. Given that only a couple of foods are good sources of vitamin D, besides sun exposure, the best way to get additional vitamin D is through supplements. Many multivitamins contain between 800 to 1,000 international units of vitamin D. According to the Institute of Medicine, individuals aged between 1 to 70 years require 600 international units or IUs per day, while those aged above 70 years require 800 IUs per day. The second vitamin that is very important for body growth is vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is present in foods of animal origin, including fish, meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy products. Plant foods do not naturally contain vitamin B12. The absorption of vitamin B12 from food varies by type of food source. For example, the absorption of vitamin B12 appears to be about 3 times higher in dairy products than in meat, fish, and poultry. Some sources suggest that the absorption of vitamin B12 from dietary supplements is about 50% higher than that from food. While according to other sources, vitamin B12 from milk is more efficiently absorbed than the synthetic form used in vitamin supplements. Vitamin B12 increases growth hormone releasing hormone in the blood, which stimulates the secretion of growth hormone. Hence, regular and moderate stretching exercises combined with 10 ml of vitamin B12 taken orally twice a day can effectively promote height growth. In a study that aimed to systematically determine the effect of exercise combined with vitamin B12 therapy on the height of children with idiopathic short stature, it was established that after 12 months of vitamin B12 treatment, the height of the observation group was significantly higher than that of the control group. The final very important nutrient for body growth is protein. Protein is an essential macronutrient which plays a crucial role in linear growth by meeting the metabolic demand for amino acids needed for tissue growth. Additionally, it elevates hormone levels such as insulin and insulin-like growth factor 1, which promotes linear growth by stimulating the transformation of cartilage to bone. A number of studies have linked protein from animal meat with increased concentration of insulin-like growth factor 1 or IGF-1 in the blood. IGF-1 is associated with bone mineralization and plays a vital role in bone lengthening since IGF-1 also triggers the rapid reproduction of cells and the differentiation at the growth plate cartilage zone. All the essential amino acids can be found in protein from animal meats and other animal products. Hence, eggs, dairy and animal meats like beef, fish, pork, and poultry are recognized as complete and high-quality proteins. Proteins found in milk, which include whey and casein, eggs, and beef have the highest protein score, or they are the highest quality proteins. More about the role of the different amino acids when it comes to body growth will be discussed in another video. Other macronutrients like carbohydrates, fats as well as other minerals and vitamins also contribute to body growth, but if you regularly consume the foods mentioned in this video, chances are high that you will obtain other nutrients as well. You should always aim to have a balanced diet that contains the proper proportions of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and hit the subscribe button to watch more videos like this.